Scott Fromey, and welcome to the Backwoodsman Institute. I'd like to talk with you a little bit about sinew and where do you get sinew, how do you process it, and the uses that you would have for sinew. Sinew is basically the tendons of an animal. On a deer or a venison type of animal, that the leg sinew, or it was be the leg tendon, runs from the back of the knee down to the hoof, and it kind of looks like just a rod. You can feel it in the back of your ankle. If you go down there and push on your ankle and go up there, that's the tendon, that kind of like what we would have, and it's kind of like this right here. This is a leg tendon right here that's been dried, cut and dried. I have these. I've used leg tendons before, but the tendon that I prefer to use and use the most often is the tendon and the sinew that comes off the back of the loin. Butchers call it the silver skin. It's the shiny part on it, on the loin, on the back side, that you can remove, and it actually looks, after it's been taken off and dried, it's more of a sheet instead of just like a rod, but it's more of a sheet of sinew. It's real thin, and it's more, I find it more easier to deal with and take care of and actually utilize. I'd like to go ahead and show you guys some clips of how I remove the sinew off the loins and clean them up. So with that, I'll show you these few clips here, and then we'll get back with you. You can see with this side, I kind of started it with my finger on the bottom end of it. I'm basically just pulling it, separating the skin with the sinew with my fingers. You get a nice sheet of sinew. I'll go ahead and finish it off with the knife now. It's got a nice sheet there. So right there it is. Sinew part of it. Be a nice sheen of. They use this for sewing, for backing wooden bows, sinew back bows, all kinds of stuff like that. So this part here, I'll definitely separate them. I'll go ahead and trim that off. Get that off of there. Save that. I'm going to get ready to trim them up. First off, what I'm going to show you, remember that piece of sinew that I got off the back? We're just going to scrape that down. Like I said, I'm going to use the flat of my knife for the edge and just kind of scrape it off. I'm just scraping it. Scrape both sides of it. Okay. As you can see right there, I got a nice piece of sinew. All I have to do with that is I'll hang that up and dry it. Just let it get dry. Lay that off to the side. Okay, you've seen how I removed the sinew off the loin and took it and scraped it and cleaned it off, and basically then I dried it. I just let it dry for a few days and it becomes this. It's just a hard sheet of sinew. Now, how do you utilize it and what do you use for it? Here is another sheet that I have that I already started. It's actually, you can see here that all the different sinew is made up of just threads all the way through. So this is the part that's really is what you're using, are these little threads. So in order to, for a back strap, all you do is have to just twist it up and get it as fine as whatever size thread that you want to utilize. That's what you get. You can get really fine thread or some little thicker thread, depends on how much you want to break it down. But that's the part that you're going to be, that's how you're going to be utilizing. That's the part that, here's one that's, I've already got almost is ready to go for, I can peel off whatever threads I want to utilize it for. Now well obviously you're going to use thread. You can use this to sew with. It's very strong, so you can carry it as a substitute for thread for sewing or mending gear. You could take a bundle of this and just kind of wad it up in your pack and carry along for like a thread. You can twist it into cordage and make it thicker and longer. It's just, you can use it to tie fletching onto arrows, hafting on arrow points. Like I said, it's whatever your imagination come up with is